Welcome to Nerd Flame, I'm Mr. Flame, and today we're diving headfirst into the news cycle, the rumor mill, and the deepest fan forums to talk about the sequels and reboots coming out of the most consistently heart-wrenching, mind-blowing animation studio on the planet, Pixar. We're talking about the films that have defined generations, the stories that made us feel every single emotion in the rainbow, and the sheer, glorious hype machine surrounding their returns. From beloved toys to superpowered families, from the deepest sea to the land of the dead, Pixar has a lineup that's ready to dominate the box office and, honestly, probably make us all cry again. Get ready for a deep dive into the projects that are guaranteed to set the internet on fire in the coming years, mixing official announcements with the kind of high-octane fan fiction and speculation that makes the pop culture world go round. Let's crank up the heat on the Nerd Flame and get right into it, because the future of animation is looking ridiculously stacked. The world of toys is one we thought we knew completely, a saga ostensibly wrapped up perfectly not once, but twice, which is precisely why the announcement of a fifth installment in this legendary franchise has sent shockwaves through the community. The simple title, Toy Story 5, carries the weight of a legacy that spans over 3 decades and multiple generations of fans who grew up alongside Woody, Buzz, and the whole gang. Rumors are already swirling wildly about the plot, with the most persistent chatter suggesting a return to the roots of the franchise's emotional core, perhaps exploring the nature of toy memory and the passage of time in a way that's even more meta than its predecessors. There's a strong whisper about the narrative, potentially focusing on Bonnie's college years, forcing the toys to confront the terrifying reality of their obsolescence in the face of ever-evolving technology, maybe even introducing AI-powered toys that view the classics as relics. The sheer volume of fan art and hypothetical trailers circulating right now is a testament to the insatiable hunger for this continuation, a film that absolutely has to justify its existence to a critical audience. Expectations are impossibly high, with many demanding the return of certain beloved characters whose fates were left ambiguous, and the pressure is on the filmmakers to deliver a story that feels both fresh and nostalgic, rather than a purely commercial venture. We're all bracing ourselves for the moment that first trailer drops, knowing full well it has the potential to break the internet and our hearts all at once, proving that we're all just grown-up kids waiting for our favorite toys to come back home. The complexity of continuing a story that has achieved such narrative closure is immense, and every little scrap of information, from casting updates to cryptic concept art, becomes a seismic event in the pop culture landscape, promising a new chapter in the saga of Plastic Friends. A sequel that has been on every fan's wish list since the first notes of its incredible soundtrack faded from the theater is, of course, Coco 2. The original film was a masterpiece, a beautiful exploration of family, culture, and memory, and the idea of returning to the dazzling, vibrant land of the dead is enough to give any true cinephile goosebumps. The initial film explored the power of Requiem, but the sequel is heavily rumored to delve into the ancient, unspoken rules of the land of the dead itself, perhaps revealing an entire, darker layer of the spiritual realm. Imagine Miguel, now a slightly older, more accomplished musician, having to cross a new boundary, maybe to help a long-forgotten ancestor who is truly on the brink of fading forever. The ultimate narrative stakes. There's incredible fan speculation about the return of a certain influential figure, perhaps as an omniscient guide or a surprising antagonist who represents the rigid traditions of the dead, pushing against the changes that Miguel's actions initiated in the first film. The production whispers are focusing on an even more ambitious visual scope, utilizing cutting-edge animation techniques to make the land of the dead feel infinite and breathtakingly complex, like a metaphysical city that stretches across all of human history. The sequel has the challenging task of expanding the lore without diluting the intimacy of the original's core message, and the anticipation is truly palpable because everyone is desperate to see more of these characters and their profoundly moving family dynamic. We are all anticipating a story that is rich with Mexican folklore and music, a film that not only entertains, but also continues the original's beautiful cultural celebration, reminding us of the importance of those who came before. The Parr family, everyone's favorite superpowered dysfunctional unit, has always been a core pillar of the studio's output, and the sheer demand for a third installment is deafening, leading directly to the immense excitement surrounding The Incredibles 3. This is one of those projects that has been the subject of endless speculation, with fans constantly debating where the story should go after the introduction of little Jack-Jack's myriad of powers and the official recognition of superheroes. The most compelling rumors suggest a dramatic time jump, placing the Parr children, Dash, Violet, and Jack-Jack, squarely in their own adulthood, having to navigate a world that has become oversaturated with superhumans, making their original powers less special. There is intense online chatter about a new, incredibly powerful villain whose motives are philosophical rather than purely destructive, perhaps an entity that seeks to homogenize the world, eliminating the special to achieve a sort of perfect, dull equality. Furthermore, the possibility of a full-scale reboot of the entire superhero community within this universe is constantly being debated, with the family potentially having to team up with, or even mentor, a new generation of heroes who don't understand the old school rules. The weight of expectation rests on the shoulders of the original creative team to deliver a narrative that maintains the sophisticated, retrofuturistic aesthetic and the sharp, observational comedy about family life that defined the first two films. The fandom is particularly focused on seeing the evolution of Jack-Jack's powers, hoping for a sequence that truly pushes the boundaries of animation and pure, unadulterated chaotic fun. A movie that not only satisfies the superhero craving, but also delivers a deeply resonant family drama. To wrap things up, what we are witnessing is nothing short of a creative resurgence from a studio that fundamentally changed the game for animated storytelling. These sequels, reboots, and continuations are more than just cash grabs. They are a return to the most beloved cornerstones of modern cinema, promising to not only revisit familiar worlds, but to expand them in deep, exciting, and perhaps even unexpected ways. The blend of officially announced blockbusters like Toy Story 5 and highly anticipated, long-rumored follow-ups like Coco 2 and The Incredibles 3 is designed to generate the kind of sustained, powerful hype that transcends simple box office predictions. We are all about to embark on a journey that will test the limits of our nostalgia, challenge the legacies of our favorite characters, and hopefully deliver the kind of complex, emotionally resonant storytelling that only this particular studio can truly deliver. The stage is set for a multi-year run of pure, unadulterated cinematic magic, proving that the most powerful stories are the ones that continue to evolve, grow, and surprise us long after the credits roll.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.